Avoid unrealistic expectations about yourself. Give yourself a break. If you're trying to say work on, mine is water intake. I'm going to work on water intake for a couple of weeks. I'm not going to throw in water intake and coffee and vegetable. Just work on things gradually. It's lifestyle. I want to work on physical activity. Well, the goals for physical activity for weight loss is 60 to 90 minutes most days per week. If you want to lose weight, you have to exercise. If you want to keep the weight off, you have to include exercise. Now, if I'm talking to somebody who's never liked to do physical activity and I give them those parameters, they're not going to stick with it. I say do what you can do and gradually increase as you can. This is a lifestyle that you want to adopt if you want to lose weight and if you want to keep it off. And if you want to prevent disease. It's not just the nutrition, it's the physical activity. So if you can only handle 5 minutes every other day, you would gradually increase from there and do what you can do. Questions? Suggestions? Observations? It's difficult to be mindful when you're feeling bad or critical about yourself. So you really want to start thinking about what is your self-talk? What are you saying about yourself? And try to include that more positive statements. So we have the mindful eating approach. Listening to your hunger, eating when you're hungry, stopping when you're full, don't evaluate the food choice, accept your body. Those are the core, kind of mindful. We certainly also have the core recommendations for nutrition and portion control. That comes in with the balance and the moderation. So that's what I want to talk about today for the remainder of our time. When I'm talking to students, I like to give a really simple kind of thing to try, okay? Many of us have half the plate meat and half the plate grain. We do. It really needs, from a health standpoint, from a weight loss standpoint, half the plate non-starchy veggie, a quarter of the plate meat, and a quarter of the plate your grain. Corn, potato, sweet potato, pumpkin, or acorn or butternut squash are starchy veggies. They go in the grain category. You don't have half a plate of sweet potato. Or half a plate of corn. Or half a plate of corn and mashed potato. That is a grain. Does that make sense? So half of your plate of non-starchy veggies. I like to use simple. Keep it simple. You don't need to bring out the measuring cup. Show me your fist. Your fist is approximately a 3/4 cup fist.
It's very small right now, looking at that.
Now, when you hold up both of your fists, that's a cup and a half. Okay? Standard recommendation, about 3 cups or 4 fists of vegetable per day. Do you yourself get 4 fists of vegetable per day? So, if you get 1 fistful, you would add 2 fists and gradually increase. Vegetables are going to provide you with vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytochemicals that help with disease prevention, help with GI tract, you're keeping everything going, and gives you vitamins and minerals that give you energy. You don't efficiently utilize energy from the foods that you take in if you're not getting adequate vitamins and minerals. So people say, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so sluggish. Well, what's your fruit and vegetable intake? Just frame it as an experiment. Try, if wherever you're at, increase it gradually and see how you feel. Okay, the palm of your hand, all of us have different sizes, but approximately 2 palms the size and the thickness of the palm of your hand, about 6 to 8 ounces. So each palm would be about 3.5 to 4 ounces per time you eat. You only need 2 palms in a day. That's it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've seen those chicken breasts. They're huge. I don't know what they pump them with, but those things are huge. A half of a large chicken breast is 3 ounces. If you eat a large chicken breast, that's it. That's all the protein you need for the day. Ideally, you want a little protein at each meal because protein slows digestion. It helps you to feel fuller longer. I'll give you for instance. If I eat a bowl of cereal and that's all I eat, I get to work, I'm hungry about 30 minutes to an hour after I eat that. Now, if I do the bowl of cereal with a piece of toast, and on that toast, I put either reduced fat cheese or peanut butter, I'm going to be satisfied longer. Same with a packet of oatmeal. If you do like a regular pack of oatmeal and you just eat the oatmeal, that's in and out, you're done. 30 minutes to an hour, you're hungry. To satisfy your appetite and keep you sated longer, throwing in a handful of walnuts and a handful of craisins is going to help you feel, satisfied. Any questions about that? Okay, chips, popcorn, pretzels, a couple of handfuls is going to be a serving. Raisins or nuts, these are dense sources of energy, so you don't want to sit there in front of the TV with a can of peanuts. You're going to get a lot of calories and a lot of fat. 1 ounce of peanuts, a little palmful, is 210 calories. That's 4,000 steps if you were walking up and down there. That's 2 miles. Just to give you some idea. So if this is a food that you really like, but it's very dense in energy, oh, I love cashews. When I get them, I put them in baggies, so I'm not taking out of the can. I go ahead and portion them out in baggies. I'm done. I get my baggie, that's my baggie. Your thumb, the volume of your thumb is approximately a tablespoon. When we're thinking about something, I like to say not more than 3 tablespoons of added fat per day. Okay? 3 tablespoons would be 6 teaspoons because the tip of your thumb is a teaspoon and you need 3 teaspoons to make up a tablespoon. So not more than 3 things of added fat per day. So you think about where you put your added fat. So buttered toast. You add a little pat of butter to cook an egg. You use salad dressing or mayonnaise on your sandwich. You want to do light amounts of it and get a reduced fat option, not fat-free. Do not use fat-free 100% of the time. Why? Because fat and protein are essential at keeping us sated. It tastes good. You're satisfied with your choice. If everything is fat-free and tastes like cardboard, you're not going to be satisfied. You're ultimately going to get into some craving and go to town. Does that make sense? What do you think, Nicole?
Makes sense. Makes perfect